Welcome, FranServe Consultants. Today we are speaking with Mr. Joe Toda. He is the founder and CEO of Tapville Social. This is a rather unique concept, and they offer 3 different business models, which really appeal to a wide range of potential candidates, and I'm sure someone in your pipeline would be a great match. Joe, thank you so much for joining us today. We are really intrigued by your brand and eager to learn more about Tapville Social. So I will give you the floor.
Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we're really excited to introduce our concept to the FranServe network. We've been a part of FranServe for just about a year right now, and we've been really impressed with the level of quality of your FranServe consultants. So we're just really happy to be part of the network, and we're really excited to talk a little bit more about our brand and how we might be able to add value to the FranServe consultants candidates. So my name is Joe Toda. I'm the founder and CEO of Tapville. We are a data-driven technology self-pour concept that revolves around a restaurant concept, a kiosk concept, and a mobile concept, and we'll talk more about that today. As you know, the world is sort of progressing with technology. We're capturing great data analytics with our brands, and we're able to use that for customer acquisition and retention, which puts us at a competitive advantage over similar concepts within the space. So I'll talk a little bit about our brand today, the different concepts that we offer. We're always available for questions. We're very quick to respond to territory checks and introductions, and we've got a great sales team that can help support any relationships with the FranServe consultants. So a little bit about Tapville. We're a technology concept. We really revolve a lot around self-pour beer, wine, cocktails, and cider. So a main part of our concept is having taps that are self-pour. So that's a big part of what we do. And when we look at the marketplace, there's a lot of different opportunities for us to partner with. So we have brick and mortar restaurants that can be located in a suburban or urban area. We also partner with retailers like shopping malls. We're also looking at opportunities within airports or train stations where there's a lot of travel or hotels, and then entertainment venues as well. So our concept really has appeal into a lot of different segments within the market, and it makes it easy for us to provide concepts that can really resonate with any type of potential franchisee, and I'll talk a little bit more about what that looks like. So some of the unique differentiators that we have that puts us at a competitive advantage, and we've been around in business for about 5 years now. So we're not a newer concept, but we just started franchising about a year ago. One of the things that we offer, in addition to self-pour beer and craft libations, is we do have advanced technology for table tablet ordering, smartphone ordering, and a membership program. We've acquired over 25,000 members that are our customers, and it's growing right now. And the data that we receive from those members can be used for marketing purposes for our franchisee network. And a part of what we do then is we have a really good understanding of what our customers purchase, their visits to our locations, how long they stay for. And it gives us the ability to do a lot of smart marketing campaigns towards those customers. It gets us to a point where we have a lot of data that can put us at a competitive advantage over any traditional restaurant or hospitality concept. So let me talk a little bit about our franchise opportunities. The first concept that we provide is a brick and mortar restaurant. This is a restaurant that is very technology enabled. We look at square footage around 4,000 to 6,000. There's a requirement for a kitchen because it is a restaurant. It has a little bit of a higher cost of entry with build out and fixtures and equipment. The second concept that we offer is a kiosk. We have a few of these in shopping malls and airports. It's basically mainly just beverages, but it's a place where a customer can walk right up, pour their own beer, wine, and then walk away with limited labor for the operator. We also launched the world's first mobile tap room. It's the first self-pour franchise concept. That's going to launch early next year in 2021. We're building the first mobile tap room right now. It's going to be ready just in time for Christmas in 2020. But this is a way for an operator to basically it's a trailer that they can take to private events. They can take it to outdoor festivals. They can cater events, or they can augment an existing business or restaurant. It provides anywhere from 16 to 24 self-pour taps. It's completely self-sufficient. There's a generator that operates it, and everything can be done mobilely. So we see a lot of growth in that area next year. And then we also have our Tapwall concept. It's a self-pour Tapwall. Think of it more like a vending machine that can be augmented into an existing business. So if there's a hotel operator or a movie theater or a bowling alley or a fast casual, this self-pour Tapwall can be introduced into their business. And we have a great franchise model that we're building where franchisees can have a territory that they represent and then share within the royalties of that Tapwall. So these 4 franchise opportunities provide a huge opportunity to penetrate within a market and have us sort of like build a brand within a market, but also collect data that can be used to sort of support any of these different models. They're very mutually exclusive, so we don't see a lot of cannibalization of the model within different markets. So like you could have a brick and mortar restaurant, and then you could have a kiosk at the local shopping mall or airport, and it wouldn't cannibalize the business. So it's really an interesting model that we use to build the Tapville brand. One of the things that everybody knows within the food and beverage industry is the increase in labor costs. And one thing that we do really well is minimize the amount of labor to deliver on a food and beverage concept. So how do we do that? We have self-pour beer, which reduces labor. We have a very efficient check-in, check-out system for customers that's very unique to our concept. We have mobile ordering. We have our own smartphone app. And by having self-pour beer, we also reduce waste that happens when customers pour their own beverages. So it's a really unique model that uses technology to reduce some of the highest costs, which are labor and product for an operator. Our kiosks are amazing. I mean, look at this kiosk that you see here in a shopping mall just outside of Chicago. We can put these kiosks up all in. It's less than $100,000 to install a kiosk. This particular kiosk that you see in the photo has 12 taps. It offers craft beer, wine. We also sell products to go. It's single coverage, so one person can operate it. And the labor costs and the cost of goods sold are very low for this model, which means more profitability for a franchisee. This is one model of a kiosk. We have a couple different configurations that can be used either in an airport, a shopping center like you see here. It can be installed in a hotel. So a very flexible model for a franchisee that doesn't have a lot of capital but wants to get into this type of business. Our Tapville mobile concept, this model that you see right here, it's almost built. It's the world's first. It has 16 self-pour taps, completely self-sufficient. This particular model right here is going to be going to Brookfield, Connecticut, and it's going to launch in the spring. And the operator there owns a food truck business, and he's going to take it to different clients within his county and sell beer and wine with a very efficient model. It's very unique. It can also be augmented for an existing restaurant. So if there's a restaurant operator that wants to expand outdoor seating, this can be added to that. or it can be used on a short-term lease at a shopping mall or a place where there's a lot of traffic. So there's a lot of flexibility with our mobile tap room. It's the world's first mobile tap room, and we're really excited to add our first franchisee just a few months ago. And finally, Tapwall is another component of our franchise system. Tapwall can be shipped to an existing business like a shopping mall, a fast casual restaurant, a bowling alley, a movie theater. It can be literally shipped to them. They just plug it in the wall. We kind of call it a plug and pour, and then they're able to sell craft beverages. So that's a licensed model to the business. The franchisee would own an area and help support these within an area and collect a percentage of the royalties for them. Tapville provides training, provides support for that franchisee. So imagine you have a franchisee that's in a market, they could, have 25 to 50 of these running within a large metro area and collect passive income from it with some a little bit of support that they provide to the business owner. They wouldn't even hold the liquor license. The licensee would hold the liquor license. So it's a new concept that we're launching next year, and we'll have that available for franchise as well. The great thing is all these concepts that you see are collecting data insights and building our member network, which we can use to optimize future locations. So really a way that we're taking, craft libations and really pushing it with a tech-forward approach. Tapville, we have some values that we hold near and dear to our hearts, and all of our staff and our franchisees, when we vet our franchisees, we look for characteristics that represent our core values. One of the important core values that we have is community. We do a lot of community-based events. We have a charity tap of the month. We support a lot of benefits for local charities within the community. As a growing business, entrepreneurship is a very important core value. We see it as solving problems and taking risks. So when we vet our franchisees, we look for folks that have an entrepreneurship spirit and that match that core value. Definitely any type of business that you run is going to require hard work. Part of what we do is we take a team approach to everything within our establishments, and we try to share that core value with our, not only our employees, but our franchisees. And because we're in the hospitality business, making guests feel welcome is very important. So these are some of the core values that we look for when we're sort of vetting out potential franchisees. We do a lot around training operationally, but also some soft skills training and how to build hospitality, service, and leadership skills within our establishments. We have an amazing team that we put together for Tapville. We've got some of the best advisors, I think, in the entire space. A lot of our advisors have also invested in our concept. We've raised a lot of funds publicly, and we're looking to take the wisdom that these folks have and help share that with our system. One of our advisors is Sean Thomas. Sean, his grandfather was the founder of Wendy's, and he believes deeply in our concept and supports us. We have weekly meetings with Sean to advise us on our franchise growth. Brant Kucharski there, he's the Chief Accounting Officer of Grubhub. He's an early investor and big supporter of our concept. He takes an approach where better understanding data and how to use data insights to grow the business. Brian Bremeyer is an advisor, deep experience in technology. And then Doug Rodwall is actually another advisor. He brings digital engagement and mobile application experience to our brands. And then Sean O'Leary is providing expertise on liquor licensing. He's the former general legal counsel for the Illinois Liquor Control Commission and has deep experience within the liquor industry. And because liquor is a primary product that we sell, his experience is great with franchisees, helping them better understand their local liquor laws to get their liquor licenses. So we've got a great team of advisors and team members to help support our franchisees. We see a lot of growth in the Tapville brands over the next few years. We've already closed 12 franchise units in 2020. We've got a pipeline that is looking pretty great for 2021. And obviously, there's been a lot of impact with COVID in 2020. Our technology and our model helps to mitigate some of the COVID safety issues that you see. We have, in some cases, completely touchless operation. The technology provides social distancing. Our self-pour beer wall is great to keep people separated when they want their beverages. So a lot of what we do is very COVID friendly. We also have a mobile app, so we took advantage of curbside takeout and delivery ordering through our own app. As a franchisee, we have a pretty good award process that we've developed. It really starts out with if a FranServe consultant is interested, sending us a territory check first, and then we'll do an introductory call with your candidate. Once we feel like it might be a good fit for both parties and if we can add value to your candidate, we'll then go to a qualifying application. At that point, we'll send out an FDD for review, and then we'll do more of a review of the FDD, a review of the application, and a webinar to explain our concept. If we feel like it's a mutual fit, then we'll talk more about what our franchise agreement looks like, and we'll schedule a discovery day at one of our locations, and then we'll make an award decision to that franchisee. So it's a pretty simple process to get through, anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. It could take longer potentially depending on where the franchisee candidate is at, but we've got a really good solid process. As we go through the process with the candidate, we provide updates to the FranServe consultant. We've got an amazing CRM system. We can tell you at any given point, every interaction we've had with your candidate, where they're at within our process, and we can provide those updates as needed. So a really simple process for us to take a franchisee from introduction to awarding a franchise for Tapville. We've got amazing assets that are available. So if you have a candidate that's interested, we can send materials. We'll also have some of the materials uploaded to the FranServe portal. We've got video assets. We also have presentations and collateral that can be sent to your potential candidate. But we're really excited about the potential for Tapville. We see a lot of growth in 2021. We absolutely love the FranServe network. We've developed great relationships with a lot of the consultants within the network, and we're just really happy to be part of FranServe. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Michelle to wrap up things.
Thank you, Joe, so much. That was a great presentation. I love how you guys are integrating all of this technology into, providing beer and wine and ciders. That's great. It seems like, as you said, it's COVID friendly, which brings us to our new normal and really helps get through it. I know you guys just started franchising about a year or so ago. So to close 12 deals over this past year is really amazing. So kudos to you. Consultants, reach out to Joe. He's a great guy, would love to speak with you all and would love to really introduce your candidates to this concept. It's something worth looking into, and we hope to see a lot of deals come through in 2021. Thanks again, Joe. We appreciate your time and look forward to the year ahead.